What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So what I want to do right now is I got a lot of questions after my last few videos, so I really want to address what is currently going on. I want to be pretty much just 100% clear on what we know at this time. First, as of right now, there's still a chance of seeing an additional stimulus check in the form of, yes, they're going to give every single American, additional money right into their hands, direct deposit, paper check, whatever. There's still a chance of that. However, the talk as of right now is a stimulus check like we've been seeing isn't what is currently being discussed and what's on the table. What is being discussed is relief coming in a different form, kind of a roundabout way. So we're going to get more information there. There has not been any indication from President Biden that an additional stimulus check is going to be pushed by his administration. And that is according to a couple reports saying that's one of the reasons why President Biden has been very quiet and is not talking about additional stimulus checks, because the Biden administration, some of his advisors and other lawmakers are saying they have to focus on infrastructure first or it's going to complicate all matters. And we know that close to 100 lawmakers at this time, these are mostly Democrats. Okay, there's a couple Republicans that are possibly on the fence with an additional stimulus check, but about 100 lawmakers are currently in favor of a forced stimulus check. The majority of them want monthly checks as well. Okay, so now that we're on the same page, let's begin. What I can tell you as of right now is we do have some good news since President Biden's speech from last night. Again, that's been about 24 hours. But what we know is that President Biden spent a good amount of time praising the $1,400 stimulus checks that were passed about a month ago. He talked about how he fulfilled his promise to the American people and gave them the additional $1,400, which would have equaled pretty much a $2,000 stimulus check with the $1,400 and the $600 under former President Donald Trump. He also talked about ending child poverty and that he wants to keep things fair. And this is where things are starting to get a little bit interesting. Again, it's only been about 24 hours since he spoke, but now we're starting to get a little bit more of an idea of what Democrats truly want. Many lawmakers are saying that in order to make things fair, they must provide for all Americans. This means not just providing another relief package for children and their parents. It has to go to every single person. Yes, I hear your comments, I hear your concerns, and I understand where you're coming from. Parents are not the only people struggling. Children are not the only people that are currently living in poverty. People who are single are having a tough time as well, because during this pandemic, things are getting more expensive. People on Social Security, their income has not really gone up. On average, it went up about $20 per month from the 1.3% cost of living adjustment. However, after that, the cost of living has gone up more than the average. So just because somebody got an additional $20 per month does not mean they're going to be rich in any way. What we do know is none of the bills as of right now seem to be catered to these two groups of people, individuals and people on Social Security. That is a huge problem. Everything at this point is catered to children, and who gets the money for the children? It's not the children, it's the parents, and how the parents decide to spend that money and allocate those funds. It's really up to them. There is no law, there is no rule that says the parent has to spend all the $300 or $250 from the child tax credit on the child. There's nothing that says that. And that's where some people are saying there's a big issue. We know there's two lawmakers at this point that are proposing multiple bills. And again, they are both providing for this group of people, parents and children. We know there's an $8,000 per year tax credit for child care. This is going to be big, and this obviously goes to parents. In addition to that, it will be up to 12 weeks of medical paid leave, and another bill that is proposing $12,000 per year as a parent tax credit. These are big. This one's actually proposed by Republican Josh Hawley. So all of this is in addition to the $3,000 and $3,600 child tax credits that will start in July. Again, the IRS says they are already working on this. They're trying to make this just a perfect system, and this should be ready sometime in June so parents can go in, put in their information, update their income information, decide whether they want monthly payments or just have the payment sent to them at the end of the year when they file their taxes. But as of right now, all indications are this will start in July. But here's why all of this is actually good news for people that do not have children at this time. What we know is as more relief comes out to parents for their children, Lawmakers are starting to see how this will negatively impact those not getting additional payments. Here's what we know. We are already seeing the cost of goods go up. Gas has gone up significantly. Experts are saying it's going to go up even higher this summer when there is actually a shortage of gasoline. We know grocery products are getting more expensive, and in addition to that, an additional stimulus check would only cause these things to get more expensive. But here's what we know. And this is what I think is very interesting, and this is why this is good news for those of you that do not have children. Lawmakers are saying that it is not just about being fair. Lawmakers say it is about keeping the other side equal so there is not an imbalance in the economy. And that's 100% true. Because if we go and provide additional stimulus, more relief, more stimulus checks and tax credits to parents, guess what happens? Those that don't have kids, this side over here, they can't afford the same things because those parents, now let's say you have 2 children, okay, just 2 children. This is just talking about the child tax credit. Let's say you have 2 children, they're both, one's 3 and one's 4, right? You'll get $300 per month for each child. That's $600 per month. So let's say a lower income family is getting an additional $600 because they have 2 children. Great. That's going to really help them out. But an individual not going to get anything, doesn't get a single penny, okay? Because he doesn't have any children. She doesn't have any children. So one family is going to get $600 per month in addition to whatever they earn from either unemployment benefits or from their job. That individual gets nothing. So who do you think is going to be able to afford the gas? Probably the ones that are, the family that now has an additional $600. Who do you think is going to be able to afford, going to buy groceries? Probably the family that gets the additional $600. And as more and more stimulus goes out, what do you think is going to happen? Gas prices go up, grocery products go up, medication goes up. Who can afford it? The family that's getting the additional relief, not the individual or the person on Social Security. So that right there is what some are saying is going to create an imbalance. And this is why lawmakers are saying at this time, there needs to be some type of level of fairness. Everything needs to be equal. And this is what's going to create not an imbalance in the economy, but create a prosperous economy that everybody could survive in. So here's why all this is really good news. As of right now, President Biden is not against additional relief. He's against talking about and proposing a forced stimulus check, according to reports, before the framework of the infrastructure package has even been established. We don't even have negotiations happening yet. We haven't even received the framework. According to reports from the Washington Post and from CNN, they are saying that President Biden is still working with both sides of the aisle in order to find common ground on the infrastructure package, and he wants to see a solid framework ready to present to Congress, to the entire Congress, sometime in May. That's just 2 days away. But as of right now, President Biden won't commit for or against an additional stimulus payment. Not just talking about stimulus checks. Any stimulus payment, he's not going to commit for or against it because he understands how imperative it is to get the framework of the infrastructure package done and established first in order to make sure that nothing gets even more complicated at this time. Now, what I can tell you is as of right now, there's really no indications at this point whether or not we are going to see an additional stimulus check. There's no indications that are saying that no, we will not, absolutely 100%, without a doubt, can't happen. We will not see a stimulus check. So I'm telling you right now, everything's in limbo. Everything is in limbo because we don't have the framework yet. We know, according to economists, they are saying that all indications point to a stimulus check works. It did its job. But economists say that it's not just a stimulus check that did its job. It's the unemployment benefits that did its job. It is the child tax credits are going to do their job. If they come out on time, they will do their job. It is the rental assistance should do its job. Nutrition assistance is doing its job. All those things are doing their jobs. So according to economists, they say it doesn't matter what you call the next relief bill, the next relief package, or any additional stimulus. It doesn't matter what its name is. Okay? All that matters is it going to do its job? And if it does, then we should provide it to the American people. That's what economists are saying. And lawmakers are usually going to agree with some economists as long as it is kind of in favor of exactly what they want. So that is what we know right now. But as always, as I know more, I promise I will keep you updated on all the latest news and information. Just want to thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Consider subscribing so I can continue to keep you updated on everything that's going on. And I'll see you guys on the next one.